Hi, I'm Susan Posnick, and today we're going to be doing some before and afters. Our first model today is Cory, and actually we're going to be doing Cory and her mom, Leslie. Won't tell you their ages. They both look great. We're going to make them look even more fabulous. Cory doesn't really like to wear makeup, but she does want to wear sun protection and even out her skin a little bit. My job is to give her a look that she'll actually do, something that she's comfortable with, wearable, uncomplicated, and I can achieve that with Color Flow. To choose the right Color Flow color, simply test at the base of the face next to the neck. The color that you're using should match not only the skin tone on your face, but the skin tone on your neck. Color Flow is pretty easy to pick the right color with. Most people can actually wear more than one color, but there's always one that's best. Color Flow is weightless, you don't feel anything on your skin, and it gives a beautiful finish and sun protection. It's great for active lifestyles. Also, it's beautiful at night. For smaller areas of the face that need coverage, like around the nose, which tends to be a little bit more red, or the eyelids, or under the eyes, all you have to do is slide the sleeve halfway up and you have a smaller brush to work with for more precision. You can use Color Flow as an eyeshadow base and also as a base for your concealer for under the eyes. After Color Flow, I'm going to use Color Correct in C2. Color Correct is double-sided. One side works as a neutralizer or a concealer, and it contains both yellow and orange pigment. The pigment colors will neutralize any redness, purple, or even blue veins under the eye. The highlighting side does exactly that. It highlights and brightens the face. I'm going to use the highlighting side on the inside corner of Cory's eyes to open them up and make them look brighter and less hollow. And then I'm going to use it in a V shape under her eye. And I'm going to use it to open up her eye, to accentuate the top of the cheekbone, to lighten shadows and lift the face. After you're done applying the Color Correct, you pick up your Color Flow brush, you slide the sleeve halfway up and you set it. It will stay all day, no creasing. Before applying actual color to the cheek, I like to warm the skin up just a little bit with bronzer. It defines the cheekbones a little bit, adds warmth to the face, and you can even slide the sleeve halfway up and use it as an eyeshadow on the eyelid. I'm going to use Color Me in Camellia for Cory. It's a perfect mix of sheer pink and peach. People often have difficulty with the sponge applicator puff the first time. So the way that I like to teach is to work the puff from the back to the front in a sweeping motion, and then add a bit of extra color to the cheek itself. In addition to using the Smoky Quartz liner in her brows, I also used it as a liner to frame her eye. I used it close to the lashes and just sort of wiggled it or shimmied it back and forth. And it gives a nice subtle line, and then I simply blended it with my fingertip. The nice thing about the pencil being slanted is that you can use it to make a thin or thick line. I used the Smoky Quartz in the crease as well. I applied it over the bronzer to add dimension, and then I just blended it with my fingertip into the brow bone. I used the Smoky Quartz yet again to line the lower lash line, a third across, to instantly make her eyes look larger. It just shows you the versatility of one pencil. On the other end of the pencil is the shadow, and this is called Rose Quartz. I love having the shadow in the cap. All you do is take the cap and twist it back and forth over the sponge tip to release the color. The shadow is in the cap. I'm using the Rose Quartz on the lid itself to open the eye and brighten it. It's a great color for every day. It adds a little bit of color, but very subtle. Cory's eyes being green, I have to come back in with some amethyst and opal. Purple makes every shade of green eye look even greener. I took the liner and I used it in a little triangle on the outside corner of her eye to lift the eye and add dimension. And then I used very, very thin line into the lashes so it would give more definition. I then added just a touch of the opal shadow and mixed it with the Rose Quartz that's on the lid. It adds a little bit more interest and another dimension. We finish off the eyes with mascara, and my favorite way to apply mascara is to first wiggle the brush at the base of the lash, working it up the lashes, and then after you've done that, turn the brush vertical to use to separate the lashes and give one extra little bit of length. I've chosen New York City for Cory's lips. It gives a flush to the lips. It gives color without looking like there's color on. Our lipsticks are very sheer, but they impart color. They're enriched with olive oil and vitamin E. Using a berry color will continue to bring out Cory's green eyes. Just remember, your makeup doesn't have to be perfect. What you want to achieve is an overall look, a better, more beautiful you in a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, and most important, something that you can do yourself.